All right, viewers of this special program, I am Kasim Oscar of LBD Sports Agency and Media Networking, live at the Live Your Dream Goal project located in Yundum, with the accompany of this gentleman here by the name Saidou Tamba. Saidou will be taking us through to his journey in football and in coaching and so many other important news or issues about Saidou Tamba. First and foremost, let's welcome him to the platform. Gentlemen, once again, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, Kasim Oscar. Thank you, the cameraman. Thank you, LBD Sports, for inviting me to take you through my journey or how I became a coach in football.
All right. Many will once say I had him talking on radio, but never seen you maybe on screen or on TV. Here is a big chance for them to know. First, just tell us who is Saidou Tamba.
My name is Saidou Tamba. I'm a current coach, assistant coach of Team Rhino Football Club, and also the head of coaching of Sukuta Youth Football Academy.
All right. So, Team Rhino is in the first division, and you are the assistant coach of them and the head coach of Sukuta Coaches Association.
Sukuta Youth Football Academy.
Sukuta Youth, sorry. Okay. Saidou, how does it all started, and why do you choose coaching at this young age?
Yeah, I started with friends, though I want to be a footballer because I have the passion since I was young. Football is the only sport we do when we are young with friends. So as we are growing up, I found out that I don't have the skills and the talent to become a footballer. So around 2010, 2015, I used to go with my friends. We go to my objective that time is to find a space to help the team to play. So on that, we've had a young team and without a coach. So I volunteered to coach the young players. So at a certain level, the young players come to our level. So I was doing mix of coaching and playing football. Then in 2016, I decided to go into coaching and just follow and try to help my team and my friends to become better footballers, to win football games. So it all started from that at that stage. So we went to the Narratan and then we played one season. From there, Team Rhino saw me. They invited me to their project from the third division. So that's how things started out for me. I started as I went to Team Rhino, wasn't part of the coaching crew, and I was coaching the younger ones. So I developed from there, take steps from there until I became the assistant coach when we are in the second division. So from there we came to the fourth division.
Okay, you talk about Team Rhino. That's where they see your talent, or they see you and you join them from the third division or second division.
Yeah, I joined Team Rhino from Blaze when after the Narratan. They invited me to their project to the third division. So when I come to the team was finishing high, and I look at the team full of potential, full of stars. I said to myself that this team can play in the fourth division, and from there we started that process, and I spent with them 2 seasons in the third division. The second year we qualified, and from there we came to the second division. We spent it's supposed to be 2 seasons, but the corona came in and then the league was void. So the following season, which was our complete second season, we qualified to the fourth division. But at the start, when I come to this to the team, I have this belief that the team belongs to the fourth division. The organization, the obsessiveness, and in between, everything in between shows that the team should play in the fourth division. Yeah, that's what motivated me. Work hard, then try to help the team to the fourth division from the third division.
And now Team Rhino is in the first division. Yeah. And we have seen few days ago or a few days back, they picked up their first division win in the league against struggling Banjul United. Can one say Banjul United we are struggling?
Yeah, I believe that.
How important is that win for Team Rhino? They are in the first division league.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of pressure on us because it's our first goal. we're doing. I'm a positive guy. I look at both ends. I think we're doing well before our win, but sometimes and it gives you psychological edge if you started winning. So though we approach the game to win the game, we find possibilities to win the game. We are a team that we'll analyze certain areas and we see what ways we can win and what ways we can impact the game. So I feel like before going to the game, we find out the possibilities of winning the game, and it helps us a lot. It boosts the morals. But I feel this is a league competition. You just have to pack the last game and then focus on the first game. But it's a very vital point for us.
All right, coming back to your coaching journey, there must be some difficulties as a young coach when getting into the profession. What are some of the difficulties you encounter?
Yeah, there's normal challenges, and you have less people who will believe in you, because when I told my friends that I want to be a coach, they laugh at me, and uh, the people around you, they will not so that you'll be obsessed enough to face the challenges around them. And uh, coming to a new team, different environment, different people, and then sometimes it's not only about you, it's about the people around you. Can you trust them with what you're doing? Because I believe football is a collective thing. Is that you need to have the right people within you. So finding those people sometimes it's difficult. You have to quit certain areas to become you where you are. I would say that the normal challenges that was on my way, but I enjoyed though. I enjoy the challenges. I believe that they are in the way, so overcoming them really makes it meaningful for me.
Okay, and for the past few years, we have seen your images on social media completing some coaching courses. What category are those coaching courses?
Yeah, in 2016 I did the basic course in our local.
Okay.
Yeah, from there in 2018 I did the national D licensing. From there I did my C licensing last year, completed it last year. It started in 2020, end of 2020, then we completed it last year. Yeah, so at the moment now I hold a C licensing, CAF C licensing. Yeah.
And what's your relationship with that? Those whether he's a scout or a coach?
Yeah, yeah, he's my mentor. I would say that he didn't give me everything or confidence or something like that, but he is the guy who first trusted me, believe in me that you can go on to become who you want or what you want, and he bring me the belief and the philosophy that I have today, that is to impact players both uh, on and off the pitch as footballer and as a human being. And I learned so many things from him. He taught me so much about footballing cycle, the footballing environment, how to be a man in football, and that's really helped me a lot.
Basically, one can say he's the mentor to Saidou Tamba.
Yeah, yeah, he's my mentor. He's my number one mentor.
When joining coaching courses, or maybe wanting to be a young coach in this country, there must be people you watch onto or that inspire you locally and internationally.
Yeah, yeah. I feel I'm a positive guy. I like to take certain things from some people, the people who are obsessed about how they are. I would say this late Soul Kuyate really inspired me, because I have a chat with him. I asked him how did he get to this level? What does he do every day? So it gave me a clue how obsessive he is, and I'm sure that he work in at his age and what he have achieved with Birgama United with Gamtel. I think he really deserved those things. So from there, I try to look onto all the coaches to the close. I would say that I learn from all the coaches I'm with, but the best advice I get is to be myself, to learn from myself, to go on my own journey, because people have different journeys. That's the thing I learned. So from there I started being myself, learning from others. But the most important thing is I look onto myself, develop myself, try to look at the space where I can improve and explore to become better coach and as a person.
Many are saying like Team Rhino versus Gunjur playoff was one of the best best game Team Rhino played under Yusufa Baji and Saidou Tamba. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, I would say it's our. If you look at today, I would say that is the biggest game we play so far, because it's a playoff. You have to win it, and it gives us sleepless nights try to find the solutions. And yeah, I would say it's one of the gym that I would say I'm really influenced the gym, and because I look at various factors, the fans and the way the stadium will be on that day, the psychology of the team, the physique of Gunjul, and try to find out solutions from that game. So I would say that yeah, we really work it out, and yeah, that game. If I remember that game, yeah, they give me a lot of play. So yeah, Gunjul is a very fine team. They deserve to be there, but yeah, we are lucky. But I say that we really work hard for it.
C license holder currently, and are you targeting to even hold the B license or even A license in the future?
Yeah. But for me, the most important thing is to keep working. I don't know when those things will come. I don't know when they will be available. When I did my basic, I wasn't thinking about the D licensing. The only thing for me is to get on the pitch to work what I have planned. So the same thing. When I have my D lines in, then I keep on working. So at the moment, yeah, if B lines in present itself, yeah, I will do all I can to do it. But the most important thing is to work. That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm not thinking about when this B coming, how when I gonna get it. Yeah, I will get it. The most important thing is to keep working.
Currently, I spoke to many Gambian players in the Senegalese League A. Many are saying that you have a big impact in their success. What is the impact you always rather put on young players?
Yeah, to be a better person is most important, because there's football, there's a lot of challenges there, but you have to try to be a better person, a positive person, and football skills, because of you have it already, then you can play football. But the most important is to be a better person. There's this small detail that make you different from other persons. So the players that you're talking about, I know them. They've been positive. They face so many things. We talk about it, we challenge it together, we solve it together. But the most important is to be positive minded in the gym.
All right, coming to your number one boss, that is maybe Yusufa Baji, Yunusa Baji.
Yeah.
What are the expectation of a manager and assistant coach manager, the responsibilities there? Because at times we see managers giving credits to their number two, and number two also they play a very vital role when it comes to the game.
Yeah, I think that each coach needs a good coaching team, and for you to be successful. And I'm impressed with some of the clubs, the way they are doing. They are really having a good coaching shape. I don't believe that one coach can do it alone. But for me, I believe that a team is very important. When you are part of something, you have to be in a team. I'm not too concerned about the names and other things, people saying that you're the one who work out for it, because sometimes you are the one who make faults and then the team lose. Sometimes you make impact, the team win. But what is more important is the team name, and respecting each other, finding solution each other, giving each other space, and to be as successful as you can be. It was a nice ride between us. It was a nice journey between us, from the third division to the second division, now to the fourth division. Yeah.
All right. So, as a young coach, some players are disrespectful. We have seen it on even on the international stage. How do you manage to talk to those such players?
Yeah, I believe that it happens everywhere, not even in football. You are encountered something what you don't like, or somebody will approach you in a way you don't like. So, but as I said, that I like to be positive. I like to look both ends, to look at players. What actually make them do this? Why do they react this way? Who they are, their psychology, their emotional state. So I understand those kind of factors, and I know that this maybe what something is bothering him, or something is happening somewhere. So I try to find a situation. I'm a relaxed person when it comes to problems. When I saw somebody doing something, I just walk away. But sometimes I solve it instantly, try to find out, because yeah, sometimes you don't have time to reflect back, go and try to see. But when certain situation I calm down, then I found solutions. Sometimes I will have with players, and they will do something which is not right towards me, and then I would just keep quiet. And the following day when I go home, those are the first texts I so sorry, I should not have been this way to you or one way. So for me, it's about understanding people. If you understand people, because what I learned is that players want to develop as a person and as a football player. So I try to do both. I start to focus more on try to help players become a better person.
So meaning if you are in certain scenarios or situations, you always stay silent.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often because yeah, I prepare myself to go to training. I prepare myself to go to matches. Sometimes emotions might switch, and you see players reacting different way. But when I see certain situation, I'm a really calm person. I compose myself and try to find out the solutions about those things. Yeah.
And coming to Sukuta, you are the president of the
Yeah, the head of coaching.
head of coaching in Sukuta.
Yeah.
Why do you think you deserve that position, or maybe why Sukuta people have trust in young Saidou Tamba
No,
to lead that position?
I don't think it's a community own. It's a group of young coaches coming together, trying to help young players. So I feel like when I came there, it wasn't something that I choose for myself.
Okay.
But I feel like because I've worked with Marf, he helped me a lot to try to develop players. So um, I was so close to the senior players and others, so try to help them. So the position came to it, and probably I'm the highest license holder among them, so they gave me that role. It was an easy option. Yeah.
All right. And coming back to your coaching journey, it has not been easy, as you said. So many other obstacles or challenges in especially in our country here. But African Cup of Nations is right now on, and many are saying they cannot understand and they cannot enjoy the game. There are differences between African football and European football.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I feel like when you analyzing the things, and we should switch away from comparison. If we want to understand our game, if we want to understand our people, the game in Europe, the level is quite different from here, and there are many factors that contributed to our game. Because I was analyzing this, I was recently following this Algerian coach, and one thing that I understand from him, that he understands that the pitches of Africa is not as quality as the pitches in Europe, and then the quality of players in Europe is not as the same as, although we have similar road talent, but the upbringing and then the development pathway are quite different. So I don't think that we could compare to ourselves to Europe. If you see, football in Europe is quite different from football in South America. Football in South America is quite different from the football in Asia, and the same thing in Africa. If we want to understand our football, if we want to take our football to the next level, we have to think about what we have, the situation we are in, the position we are in. Then we can see how to get to where Europe is, because Europe also will not be waiting for us. They are thinking about how to improve their game, how to become better and better and better. So if we think about up and without seeing where we are, it will be very difficult to get there.
All right, like as a young coach, what are the 2 or 3 basic skills you always try to put in your players or in young players?
Yeah, for instance, now football is very fast, and you have to be quick. You have to make decisions very fast. Your first touch has to be good, and then your execution has to be right. And but the most important thing I put on them is to enjoy themselves. Go onto the pitch, enjoy yourself, make mistakes, learn from them, understand them, and be yourself. Be yourself in as you can enjoy the game. Then anything, then we try to solve together. But the most important thing is to enjoy football.
You said you learned a lot from the late Suleiman Kouyaté of Brikama, who before passed away was working with Samga, now in the first division league. I'm like, there are so many young coaches in this country, but in the next few or maybe 5 years, where do you want to see yourself as a young coach? Would you like to coach Team Rhino itself as the head coach, or you will be going in for the giant teams in the first division? Walida, Real de Banjul, and others?
I say it depends, and I just want to enjoy the ride. I just want to go out there, train players, help projects, help situations. But I'm not thinking about the teams that I should be going to or where I want to see myself in the future. When the opportunities present themselves, I will be there. I'm a calm head. So the most important thing for me is to keep working. When I work hard, and then uh, the opportunity might present itself for me, because when I came to Team Rhino, I just come there to volunteer to work. Then I work harder. Then I became an assistant without even thinking of it. So I feel if some people see my work and they feel like I belong to their project or I deserve what they have, then I'm really open to it. But at the moment, I'm really looking to improve myself, to improve the players I have on board.
Any few final message to young coaches in this country and footballers at large?
Yeah, for young coaches, I would just say just be yourself and just try to work hard on yourself. Just try to learn as much you can. Just try to be obsessive as you can. That's a quite right message I think I could give to the coaches. But the ultimate thing is to be yourself. For young footballers, I would say that this is a choice they make. This is something they want to be. So if you're gonna have some challenges, you're gonna have some pushovers, but the most important thing is to keep working. But my ultimate advice to the young players is to find a good coach at a young level, develop yourself, help yourself, improve as a person, improve as a football player. Then you can see yourself in the next level, because coaching is very important for young players.
Are there any bad coaches in our league, or are there any bad coaches that hamper or delays some players' development?
I don't think there's a bad coach, but is a bad coaching. Sometimes we all fall onto it.
Okay.
We all do certain things which are really, I wouldn't say bad, but I wouldn't say it's not helpful to certain situation. Maybe the coach is coach-centered. He wants to think about his own improvement than the players. So it's a job of a parent to find a good coach for your child, because off home he comes to the pitch, the coach is their parent, so they need to be more focused on players development. I think that's what helped me a lot, because I'm more focused on helping the players, because most of the tournaments that we played at the academy that I coach, most of the time the players, I see that people say, okay, you won trophies on all this, but my main focus is that at the end of the tournament, I have the best player, I have the leading goal scorer, I score more goals than any other teams. That's what I'm looking for, rather than trying to be a cup winning coach or something like that. So my advice to the young players, let them find a coach who is player centered, who is looking to help players improve and develop as a person and as a football player. Because if you are a coach who is more focused on winning and only focus on coach himself, maybe you will not even have the time to improve player as a person. Yeah, I know some of these players who have so many things, psychological problems, mood disorders, and you try to change them. I try to help them improve on those things, and they become better person in the community, and they inspire other people as a person rather than as a footballer. So all those people, the young ones, go and listen to them, try to help them, though they are not successful or where they are they want to be 100%, but yeah, kids or young people see them as a role model.
Thank you very much for speaking to LBD Sport, and good luck in your coaching career.
Thank you, Cassie.
Thank you.